Get Life Astrology. I'm TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many, Zakia, enlightening every day. Thank you for being here tonight. It is April 26th, 2023. It is 10:46 p.m. Ashe. So tonight I just popped in because I feel like the worlds are on my shoulders. And even if this were to be flipped around, even the house placements I found out tonight. So I just want to talk briefly about what's going on. Thank you for joining me. Bloopers already. So Zane said I said April 26th and I rolled back, and we're going to keep on rolling because it is April 6th, not April 26th. It is 10:47 now, so 10:11 p.m. Let's get into it. We have the square up already because we do have the full moon in Leo. You can see if I tilted up there. The full in Leo. I'm saying everything because it's almost Mercury retrograde. We have to talk about that too. The moon is in Libra, opposing the sun in Aries, but if the sun in Aries is at 17 degrees, so hopefully you can see all this. And the moon is at 28 degrees. So what else is at 28 degrees? Close to this cardinal air sign of Libra. It would be Pluto in Aquarius. Even though Pluto is not in Capricorn, which would be a fellow cardinal mode, it's still in very close degrees with the moon. And as the moon moves closer to Scorpio, it will square Aquarius, coming right on in a few hours, actually. So by the time we wake, the moon will be in lovely Scorpio. Shout out to all my moon Scorpio, Scorpio suns, and Scorpio risings. Let's start off with the conjunctions we have going on with the North Node and Mercury. Okay, Mercury's in Taurus at 5 degrees. The North Node is in 4. Actually, getting ready to go because the node's retrograde. So they always retrograde, so it's getting ready to go into 3 degrees. We're getting closer and closer to the nodes actually switching, y'all. So this is our destiny, is communicating with Mercury, especially in Taurus, about what we desire, what we value, our 5 senses being met. Mercury is Venus's brother. Venus is at home in Taurus, even though Venus, if you can see, is in 25 degrees, getting ready to go into Gemini very soon. Venus in Taurus is at home, so comfortability. There's not anything in the other fixed signs, because the yellows were fixed, that is conjunct Venus, but there is, squaring Venus, but there is a sextile. So sextiles is compatibility. Earth signs are compatible with water signs. And we have Venus at 25 degrees, compatible with Neptune and Pisces at 25 degrees. So what you desire might be an illusion. This is a sextile that could be a little tricky, but what you could desire also could be something that's very dreamy and beneficial, because sextiles are compatibility. Let's get into another one, y'all. I think I'm moving fast. I'm getting the hang of this. So let's talk about some more sextiles. We got a lot going on tonight. So again, sextiles are compatible. Mars is in Cancer. Sextiles are compatible energy. Mars is in Cancer in the water energy, and Mercury is in Taurus in the earth energy. So again, earth, water compatible. Mercury's in 5 degrees. Mars is in 6 degrees. What do I think about Mars sextiling? Mercury will be first because Mercury moves faster than Mars. Remember, Mars just came out of Gemini in an 8-month tour. So now Mars is in Cancer for about 3 weeks. Mercury is getting ready to move closer to his brother Mars. But they are in compatible energy right now, both in feminine signs, but masculine planets. So this is pretty good of a sextile. This could bring action on the words you speak. I really look at this one, and I'm going to take my time with this one, actually. I look at Mercury sextile Mars, especially with feminine energy in masculine planets, forgiveness, taking action on relationships with the full moon in Libra, and Mercury and Mars, being that they are brother planets, they are the ones who lead the rest of us because they're individual planets. They move with the sun. Sun is also masculine energy. The sun is also in the masculine sign, Aries. So even though the sun is not sextiling with these, with water and earth energy, you get your emotions met, as well as grounding, as well as even finances. Discussing of finances and the actions you're going to take. Let's talk about how we have something called, I'll try to find it, but it's something like Fed credit. It's something where it's digital credit cards, more tracking. Mercury saying this could be good for some, but if we take action and talk over things, maybe start a barter system, maybe start our own currency, maybe start a new currency, ideas of new currencies, then you tie that in with the Pluto energy, Pluto in Aquarius, even though that's kind of like a square, it's not that close, but it's kind of squaring when it was, because it was actually close when Mercury moved into Taurus just a few days ago. The information coming in is transformative with Pluto and Aquarius at 0 degrees. It's new, it's innovative, it's unique. Can we come up with a unique way? Because Mercury has to do a number, so that's also money. Can we come up with a unique way to take action on, especially with Mars, and I just had a thought, especially with Mars and Cancer having to deal with home, can we take action of taking care of home? Now, I'm not giving any financial advice, but if you want all your desires met with Mercury and Taurus, think of the gentle ways you can start in your immediate families on growing your money, building your empire, those kind of things. And that's all I want to say about Mercury sextiling Mars. Two more quick sextiles. We have one with the inner planet again, Mars, and the North Node. So the North Node is in 4 degrees, getting ready to go into 3 degrees, like I said. So this sextile is weakening. They're not so close. But Mars, again, taking action on our destiny. That's what the nodes are about. The node in Taurus is our destiny and finances. Our destiny is on our desires, what we value, our security, Taurus characteristics. Then you have the South Node up there in Scorpio, okay? And that is releasing karmic past lives. As I look in the camera, every day in every way, we're getting better and better, more better, and super better. I'm in my Lord Hikaso Ra energy with grace, grounding, and gratitude. Earth and water type stuff. So, in saying all that, Mars sextiling the North Node. Okay? Take action with home, Mars and Cancer. I almost lost you. Take care of home with Mars and Cancer. It's a good time too with this sextile on our destiny with our families, just like I was speaking of. Building your empire. Perfect time to work on finances before we get into a possible having to fight for the ones we love. That'll come shortly, actually. The node switch in the middle of the summer, July. Then we have over here the mutable water sign of Saturn in Pisces at 3 degrees, which is also getting ready to be an exact, as the North Node will move into 3 degrees, probably in another day or two. With giving again, Saturn is our responsibility. In Pisces, it's our responsibility endings, actually, on hidden things and on forgiveness. And Saturn is a individual as well as an outer planet, so it does deal with the collective. It's the oldest planet, so it's our old past life responsibilities that we still are learning from. Saturn is the grandfather planet, so always teaching lessons, always making us mature and responsible, okay? And Saturn in Pisces with a sextile, compatible energy to the North Node in Taurus. being responsible for our past lives and moving into our destiny, moving into our future lives. Learning the lesson that we keep learning over and over again, especially as a collective. When Saturn, because Saturn is the last inner planet technically. Saturn is a planet that, let me use my signs right here. Saturn rules Capricorn, okay? It's the ruler over Aquarius as well. So Pluto is given Saturnian energy, okay? And its traits are discipline, restriction, hard work, and ethic. You can look at all the other ones, and I'll post this too so we can all see. But with Saturn and the North Node, it is our responsibility. It is our hard work that we have put in, and we're going to keep putting in until the lesson is learned as a collective. That is why I'm on TikTok sharing awareness about how these energies are connecting with the truths coming out. Our destiny is not to be financially strapped as regular people out here, as the new celebrities, because the low is going high. That is us, the new celebrities, and the high is going low. That is those celebrities that we are no longer paying attention to. It is not our destiny with the North Node and Taurus to be financially strapped anymore. And as we move into Aries with the North Node in a few short months, it's going to be a fight. And the South Node in Libra means literally we're going to be separating from some relationships. And those can be our relationships with those celebrities that just are not people that we thought they were. They were given Neptune and Pisces energy, which is wrapping it all up too. Neptune will move out of Pisces into Aries 2025, or maybe sometime in 2024. I forgot, y'all. But anyway, this is heavy energy with the Saturn, the responsibility of taking the right path, learning the lesson, and not going the same way all the time, not going down that deep dark path of Scorpio, the South Node, releasing that energy that does not serve us anymore. Scorpio deals with being releasing, all right? And Pluto and Aquarius is definitely dealing with the collective, humanity, and transforming and releasing some things to include government, big corporations, and celebrities, people on the TV. Release it. That's the most awesomest sextile I've heard of. Anything sextile in the North Node and Taurus right now. Whew. Money isn't everything. Money is the ruler of all evil. All those cliches. So release it and its connection to it. Barter up with your fellow man. That's what Pluto and Aquarius is going to teach us. How to be innovative, how to be unique, and how to be about humanity. Period. I like to talk about aspects because they aspect us all, okay? They aspect us as individuals with the sun, Mercury, Mars, Moon. The sun is our individual selves, our personality, our ego. Mercury is how we think, how we communicate, our knowledge. Mars is the action we take, our impulses, our drive, our energy. The moon is our emotions, how we react. Sensitivity, nurturing, okay? Venus, the last inner planet that I want to talk about, is beauty, finances, love, charm, sensuality. Then we're going to talk more right now about 2 more sextiles and a couple more conjunctions, and then we'll be out. But thank you for being here, and thank you for listening in and learning. And ask any questions in the comments, please. Please leave likes. And I love you all for being here, sharing and viewing, and subscribing if you haven't. Thanks. So yeah, we still got Saturn going because we have a lot of these compatible planets in the first decan, which would be the lower numbers. We have 0, we have 3, we have 5, we have 6, we have 4. So those are, the first decan goes between 0 to 9 degrees. So every sign goes between 0 to 9 degrees as the first decan. That's what these little squares are right here. 1, 2, 3, and it goes all the way around to 36, okay? The second decan is 10 to 19, the third decan is 20 to 29, and then it starts over again to the next sign, just to give you a little briefing on all these degrees. So yes, we have Mercury sextile Saturn. Information, cleverness, how we are thinking, how we are being knowledgeable, intellectual, with the planet of responsibility. Perfect example, and I'm gonna make this quick. The hashtag, if you know, you know, are full of people that have been down the rabbit hole. And the only way you go down the rabbit hole is to research and learn and discipline yourself in order to rise. And what I mean about discipline yourself is Saturnian energy is also Aquarian energy. Aquarians are the detached kings and queens. The detached, I don't want to say kings and queens, the detached gods and goddesses. The detached people that know how to separate themselves and learn and discipline themselves and be wise. Work hard at this. You have to be unique with this Pluto and Aquarius energy that we're getting ready to have for 20 years, even though we're only having it for a couple of months right now as a preview. It'll be January 2024 before we know it, and then it'll be January of 2044 by the time it moves into Pisces. So, I mean, like, that's a long time to be in this innovative energy. There's no fear, because Pluto brings fear. Do not fear the change. Step into your power with uniqueness. But let me get back to Mercury's sextiling Saturn. So, again, think of the clever ways that you can come up with restricting yourself from past things that were not fitting, especially with Saturn and Pisces. Pisces has to do with a lot of illusions. You're learning from these illusions. You've been down this road already with Saturn and Pisces. The last time Saturn was in Pisces was 2 years ago, because Saturn moves, I'm sorry, not 2, 28 years ago, because Saturn moves, it takes 2 years every time, so it's 28 to 30 before it's back in a set place. So it hasn't been in Pisces. 30 years ago would be 19. Yo, my math is off. Let me pause. Okay, so it was 1993. So in the 90s, we've already been down all those illusions. The 90s was a whole party. Pluto was in Sag, so a lot of us were traveling, we were partying, we were just having a good time, just living free. Sagittarius energy is freedom. But Saturn was in Pisces in that time, which brings up the square between actually Pluto and Saturn, which are two maleficent planets, which could be some energy that's not so pleasant. But we didn't restrict our minds back then. We just went with the illusions. As they come back around with Saturn and Pisces, we got to be more responsible for what we're taking in. We got to be more responsible with who we're listening to. With with Mercury sextiling Saturn, and the information that we're taking from those people that we're listening to. Saturn is saying, listen, you all know this is an illusion. Ashe. It's 11:11. I just got a call from my daughter, my grandson. He's rolling over. He's about to be 3 months on April 9th, the same day my god brother, shout out to Bree Bro, turns, if I'm about to be 46, you're about to be 42. Shout out to the broski. So it was 1993, like I said. Saturn was in Pisces the last time, and all of you guys are having your Saturn return as well, which is learning your lesson, which is stepping up and maturing. It's time to level up. It's time to get disciplined and learn your lessons from these Pisces energies. Time to end some stuff with Saturn and Pisces. Time to end some cycles. Those of you who are between 28 and 30, even 31 to 32-year-olds, it all depends. You all are probably experiencing some things you need to learn some lessons from. So shout out to y'all. Stay strong. I did mine in 2006, 2009 was when I went through mine. I was 30 years old, 31, something around that, because I'm 77. I swear I don't know how to count, y'all. Anyway, think about the lessons you need to learn with Mercury sextiles. Ooh, that was a long one. Let's move faster. Moon squaring Pluto. So we got another square. The moon is in, again, 28 degrees. By the time y'all wake up and watch this, the moon will be in Scorpio around the 0 degree mark. So let's just move it now because that's the more potent energy. Oops. Stickies, y'all. Gotta get more stickies. All right, so the moon in Scorpio with its ruler planet. So the moon is being ruled by Pluto because Pluto rules Scorpio. Squaring this Aquarius energy. Both are kind of dark. And the moon gets to our emotions. A square is conflict. Pluto's here to transform those emotions. So Pluto's here to show you to step in your power and not be so toxic, right? Y'all know I'm not going to keep speaking about how I act around the Scorpio moon because I'm changing that. And actually, it's also squaring the South Node because the South Node, again, is about to be in 3 degrees, so that'll be close to the moon, being conjunct the South Node at the same time, squaring Pluto as the morning increases on April 7th, okay? So we have some transformative energy coming in, as well as maybe something that we might be fearful about. No need to be feared. Be innovative. Be unique. Think detachment. Detach from the worries, the financial worries, because Scorpio energy, Taurus energy is finances, and Scorpio energy is other people's finances. So it's going to be all right for those of us who have Scorpio placements, like myself. I'm a Scorpio sun, Venus in Scorpio, and I have Uranus in Scorpio. And Uranus is now in another fixed sign, Taurus. So they're opposing. But anyway, they will oppose. The moon and Taurus, I'm sorry, Uranus will oppose once it gets to 16 degrees. Probably around Saturday. So anyway, stay with me. This square is so potent because of the Scorpio, the fear that Scorpio can bring that you're releasing. But Pluto is bringing in even more intense energy because this is all Scorpio energy. Pluto, even though it's in Aquarius, again, it's the ruler of Scorpio. So this is all deep, dark Scorpio energy. So with the moon square Pluto, it could be some conflict with you figuring out how to step into your power and fearing the unexpected, the hidden, which is Scorpio energy too. Then the moon is also in the 12th house. Okay, so I wanted to speak on the houses really quick when I got to this point. And so is the South Node. So we're releasing things that are hidden and need to just end. 12th house, last house. It needs to just end, y'all. We literally need to end our relationships with these hidden, secretive, toxic beings. With Pluto and Aquarius, it's humanity that needs to end our emotions and our past ties with the South Node and how we react to all that with the moon. And Aquarius is here to detach. Bye. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you think I fear. I don't know who you think I am in the past because I've transformed. I'm a new human. Let me help you be a new human too. All right, so the last one I want to talk about is the Sun conjunct Jupiter, okay? Shout out really quick to Mars trining Saturn. I think I did speak on that. But again, the action we take on the responsible, disciplining, hard work type of things we got to get done. But Sun conjunct Jupiter, because these are so far apart, that's why I saved them for last. And these are like at 3 degrees now. So you see these are 3 degrees apart, with Mars at 6 degrees and Saturn at 3 degrees. So this is why I'm ending with the ones that are not so potent anymore. The Sun conjunct Jupiter, the Sun will be more potent because it's moving towards the 20 degrees. But right now it's pretty faint. But as we move into next week, the Sun will be very conjunct with Jupiter at both of them being at 20 degrees. Jupiter will probably be around 21. So let's say around April 13th, April 14th. Something is going to get exposed. It's going to expand new things. Aries, cardinal energy, cardinal fire. So we're talking about initiating and inspiring. Okay, Sun, our ego, our personality. Jupiter, how we expand our abundance. The Sun being an individual planet, Jupiter being an individual planet as well as an outer planet. This is collective energy. This is individual energy. shining light on the collective. Jupiter can be luck. Jupiter can be optimism, keeping the faith, your abundance, just loving life type of energy. With the sun, that's how we express ourselves, how we step into our expressive energy. Be a little egotistical, right? Don't expand on it too much, though. Don't exaggerate it. But this is good stuff. This is, and then the sun is conjunct Chiron too in Aries. I meant to forget to mention that too. So we're talking about conjunctions again. And this is all happening in the 5th house of fun and children. How about expanding our optimism that we're going to heal from whatever is being exposed, like the children. Y'all see how I tied that in? 5th house is, got it right here, y'all. 5th house is romance, love, affairs, play, creativity, fertility, childlike spirits, joy, self-expression, and genre. It also has to do with children as a whole. Keep the faith. We are healing from our past. Those children are healing from what is being exposed. With all this Aries energy, Sun, Chiron, and Jupiter in the 5th house. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap that up for tonight. Again, I'm TMZ. I'm teaching everyone abundantly. Jupiter energy. Empowering many. Enlightening. Zakia. Ooh, I missed my name. Zakia, which means intelligent in Arabic. Enlightening every day. How am I intelligent? Gemini. That's that Gemini energy. I got a Lilith in Gemini, which I'm been repressing all my life. Been real shy about having a broad mind, a duality type spirit. Like it could be either or, right? You can get this person, you get that person. And it's time to bring that out. The only Gemini energy I have. Some of y'all hate on Lilith, but Lilith teaches us to not repress our feminine energy. And the feminine energy can be strong. It doesn't have to be masculine energy always. It's strong, you know? That's another story for another day, though. Get a Life Astrology. Thank you for joining me. Get a Life is growing into divine adults. That's Venus energy. Loving yourself. That's Venus energy again. Forever. Forever. Pluto. Peace, y'all.